What's up, y'all? A&R show.
It's Slim Rita here. You know the fucking vibes, Charlie.
That's right. And we back to talk about a quarantine. Or was it sterilized? I don't really know. It was rooftop. It said quarantine.
Right.
But it was rooftop.
But it was rooftop NYC though, right? It wasn't LA. It was rooftop NYC. And what we got here was some grimy bars. You get what I'm saying? These was some life lessons right here. These right here, these bars are bars that you need to take and apply to your everyday life and understand fully. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Saga and Cortez. So first of all, before we get started on this, please make sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell on so you get notifications. You'll never miss one of our uploads. And we was talking to some people today that might, never mind, I ain't gonna talk about that.
We'll bring that to you. We'll bring that to you.
So you definitely don't want to miss out. But overall, how'd you feel about the battle?
Overall, I'm going to say going into the battle with the run that Saga has been on, when I first heard about them two battling, don't get me wrong, Cortez has been doing his thing lately.
That's a fact.
You get what I mean? But Saga, I mean, his run has been crazy. It's been crazy bananas, and he hasn't been just winning the battle slightly, or, you know, he's been winning by pretty much a long shot, and he's been giving great performances. Yes. So going into the battle, I was kind of leaning more towards Saga. Okay. I didn't know what to really expect from Cortez. Well, let me not say that. I expected the Cortez that we're used to seeing. Okay. Very bar heavy, right. A very heavy puncher. You know, street bars, real life bars, things like that. So that's what I expected from him. However, I didn't expect the magnitude of the real life bars that we got from him.
So wait a minute, I feel like you're talking about one specific round, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So overall, you enjoyed the battle?
I enjoyed the battle very much. This battle was very entertaining all the way through, from the beginning of the first round all the way to the very end of the third round. Battle was completely entertaining. First of all, shout out to the rooftop, because the scenery was amazing. I believe it was Saga's second round. You know, he hit everybody with the ayo, that was fire. Just the scenery and the environment, and knowing that these guys don't have a crowd around. It's kind of just them and the guys recording, and that's it. They did send their messages through the screen though. Let's get into the first round.
Well, wait a minute. Before we get it, I want to talk about just the overall. Like, overall, I felt like this was a good battle. I mean, it deserves a watch. So, you know, I get it. I know everybody doesn't like everything on the app. I'm not here to tell you every single thing on the app is for you. I get it. But this is one of those that deserves a watch. I mean, Core, like you said, has been doing his thing for some time. Saga arguably is undefeated over the last few years. So, you know what I mean? We talk about K-Shine and his run of being undefeated over the last few years. Like, we gotta make sure we put that respect on Saga's name too.
Give him some flowers while he can still smell them. You know?
So going into the battle, like you, I was like, well, for real, it was like, well, where did this come from? But I was pleasantly surprised. So so we'll get into the battle. Round one, it started out on Saga. Got my notes here. Y'all know how we do it on Champion, but Champion, we're on hiatus, so stay tuned for the A&R show to get our thoughts, okay? Saga's first feedback, ruined a classic like Teddy Riley. I thought that was dope. We all saw the Teddy Riley IG fiasco where he's trying to do the show.
Shout out to both artists for putting a lot of current event bars in all of their rounds. Like, they definitely kept it very current. If you are not
if you're living under a rock.
Right, if you do not know what's going on in the world right now, this battle is not for you, but I'm pretty sure you do, so.
So, shot, then a sucker like a kid at a doctor's visit.
Which was fire.
I thought that was fire.
Get a shot, then a sucker?
Yeah, that was fire. Swing back and forth like a saloon door. I thought that was cool. I'm like, all right, come on, Saga, you can do better than that. But it was cool. It was cool. Dressing 16s on court, who try and go to the prom. I thought that was fire. You know, I'm sure all of y'all been on somebody's prom before. The separation of church and state, because you know, court. I thought that was fire.
Was super fire.
That was fire. So that's what I had for Saga's round. Then Cortez went, and Cortez came right with the energy. And that's one thing I don't think Tez gets a lot of props for.
Having
his
that higher energy
yeah,
at all given time.
Right, doesn't matter who he's battling. Right. So he came on, LeBron, you won't school me, I promise. For y'all that don't know, y'all know basketball ain't my thing.
But he knows this.
I do know about the LeBron, his charity thing for the school thing. So I thought that was fire. Thought that was super fire. Error decision. LeBron is MIA. You know, Saga's real name is LeBron. We all know the decision. Again, I don't follow basketball, but I saw that.
Everybody know about the decision.
Yeah. Won't be a religious crime when I target his temple.
That was nice.
I said, all right, Cole. I see what you're doing here, Cole. Oh, okay. All right. Won't be a part 2 if the saga continues.
The saga continues. Like, you better cut this out now. Cut it out now in the first. You get what I'm saying? Like, he was letting it be known. This is it. Right then and there. Why are you making that face? Please let me know.
Don Marino versus the saga. Dun, dun, dun. Will the saga continue? What? So this bar brought me back to that. I'm not calling it a 10-4. Let me make that clear. I'm not saying he stole it like that. I just had to do that because I know Rita was going to go crazy for that bar. But when Don did it, it was cool. I mean, I thought it was cool. Now,
it's a whole different, but do you see the levels?
No.
And you can see the difference between a vet and a dime who can put something like that into a bar and make it hit heavy. Won't
be part 2 of the saga. It's the same thing, but whatever.
It won't be part 2 if the saga continues. It flows very nice.
Blood everywhere, so much drip you could dab to it. I thought that was fire. So that's what I had for both of them for round 1. How did you call round 1?
I called round 1. It was very close for me. I edged it towards Saga.
Okay.
How did you call round 1?
Again, super, super close where I'm not mad with somebody edging it either way. I think it's really debatable. This is not champion, but we're going to follow the champion rules, so we'll pick one. Razor sharp edge. Razor sharp to Saga. Razor sharp. I mean, I'm like, if somebody said that the part 2 won't be Saga continue, if somebody said that push it over the edge for Cortez, I got no argument. So super debatable round, but I razor sharp edge Saga.
Yeah.
All right, round 2 Saga. Hey yo, you did it already. Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey yo. Talking to a guy with no
on a rooftop and utilizing that rooftop in a different way than what we've seen before, and then the whole New York vibe, the fact that it wasn't in LA, it was obviously in New York, so it's like just tying all of that in.
All of that, and then the punch. What do you say? Doing all that with no response. Now I know what it feels like to be vaulted. I said, oh, you getting personal? That's what we doing, Saga. We getting personal now.
He definitely took it.
You getting personal with Tez? Cortez
took it there with the vault.
Tez a cool guy, man. That's all I'm saying, Saga. Me and Cortez have been out to eat, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Wow.
What after that? Oh yeah, strong arm to 40 like Angela Bass. I thought that was fire. Then he had this whole little scheme about Misfit and Murder Ab. I thought that was
the leader, and is their leader competent enough? And he broke things down.
He tried to break Tez down. I thought that was fire. And I like the way that even though he was playing on it, he mentioned that people say when Misfit raps, she sound like Cortez.
Yeah.
But he said, like, that's wild, bro. Like, I personally don't think Fit sounds anything like Cortez. Right. They both Spanish and they part of the same crew, so whoop-de-doo. I guess that makes them sound alike. But no, they have two different styles if you actually listen to their bars. But anyway, so there was that. But that was all I had for Saga for round 2. So Tez second round. Something. The bitch that hit everything and got no preference. I said, oh, here he go. Tez talking that New York stuff. Tez, man, putting the women business out there. That was crazy. Yo, I thought this was super fire. Secured every card my name is on. So now they just starting to credit me. Yo, listen. Now I know in the battle rap community, everybody got millions of dollars. Nobody's broke. Nobody has a secured credit card. That's the kind where you got to give them money first. So you give them $500 and you have a credit card with a $500 limit. Yeah. Secure card. That was fire. I thought that was crazy. So What else did I have? Oh. Code 4 called Norbs to get fired out of nowhere. Listen, Tez.
Again with the current event bars.
Tez.
Again with the current event
Get fired out of nowhere. I guess nobody. All right. I ain't going to get too much into that. That was fire though. And then the steal I got in store ain't lost. I said, oh shit. All right. That was the one for me. I said, oh, I was doing this. I was at work like, woo! That's what I was doing. So I gave Tez that round. Again, close round. And that's the thing about this battle. I feel like all the rounds are close. So I edged that round to Tez. How'd you call it?
I also edged that round to Tez. I did see a lot on my Twitter feed about people saying that they had Saga 2-1, that Saga won the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
Cortez won the third. I have no debate with that. However you guys call it is how you call it, because it is debatable.
Right.
I mean, it's very hard to judge these rounds and say who's a winner, because the battle was so good. It's like I have to watch that back a few times and let some of the current events kind of calm down. That's one of the things. And then just take in everything that was said.
You think about it this way. We edged razor sharp the first round of Saga. If somebody flips that and gives that to Tez, and
then
we both give it
2-1 for Tez.
Right, we giving Tez the second, so he would be up 2-0 going into the third. So
just so you guys, if you guys don't know, if you have not watched, that further lets you know that Tez just got the third. Like it's no other.
We gonna talk about that.
We can talk about it.
We gonna talk about that. Let's get into the third round. Let's get into the third round.
A lot of people said Saga 2-1, and it's because of the first and the second. I don't think it's much argument over the third. There was clearly a shining star in the third. Go ahead and get into the bars.
Saga, if I get rid of Court, I plead insanity. I thought that was crazy.
That was nice.
They clapped at 7, sound like essential workers at the end of the shift. So first of all, salute to the essential workers. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all working through COVID, but I think that's fire. I know that's something they do every day in New York for the essential workers.
Right.
So I know that was super fire. Yo, this was crazy. And I didn't catch it the first time. So many lows and highs core. I see the arcade record. I say, wait. High core.
High score.
Yeah, high score. Yeah, I said,
score. I'm surprised you didn't catch that
the first time. No. And this one too. I leave Prince on court. Game blouses. I
knew exactly what he was talking about. Prince, shout out to Prince, may he rest in peace. Like that right there was fire. The voice change.
Yeah, he did the voice show.
Right.
Gay.
His energy was up here though, and then he just said,
stopped and turned. Gay blouses. That was crazy. What else? Hitman prank. What he did to Sin went viral. Yeah. I thought that was crazy.
That was nice.
Got to his Bible bars.
Another current event bar. These guys were speaking about today's time. If you watch this battle in a year or two, you may not understand what the hell is going on.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And then the last part I had for him, I knew Court been corrupt since they convicted Christ. I thought that was, again, you know, you got to understand what you're getting from Saga. So that was a fire Christian bar. Did you have anything else for Saga for that round?
No, go ahead.
All right.
I didn't write down any bars. So I'm sorry, I apologize.
The third round from Core, let me stop and say right away, rest in peace to his homie Meg. You know, again, anytime there's loss of life, I don't deal with death well personally. I'll tell you all that. So rest in peace to his man Meg. His whole third round, if I showed y'all my notes, it literally just says powerful.
His entire third round was about COVID, how it's affecting the community, how it's affecting politics.
The artists, he said, we up here risking our lives and talking smack.
How it's affecting the artists.
What did he say? Something about a handshake can turn into a mass suicide.
Yes.
So
he spoke on how he didn't get a chance to give his man a proper
bury my man over Zoom.
On a Zoom call. Like, he was talking to souls in that third round. If you did not feel that third round, I don't know where your heart went wrong.
That third
I don't know why you're so cold-hearted and why you need to be so tough, but that third round right there, okay, that third round was amazing. That third round was phenomenal. Again, I said on Twitter that this is what the art form can bring you. This is what the art form does. It's a way to release. So for him to be able to release all of his pains, all of his demons, things like that in one round, and not necessarily all three, you get what I'm saying? Not the whole battle, but to pack everything into one round and put it out there for the people in the way that he did, phenomenal job, just phenomenal.
So how did you call the third? Well, I guess I understand.
For me, I called the third to Cortez.
Okay.
I called the third to Cortez.
Okay, and I'm assuming clearly.
Clearly.
Okay.
I feel like his third just had more of an impact. It had more of a message. It was well rounded from beginning to end. It was just everything about that third round was just beautiful.
Okay. For me, the third round from Core, I'm going to say this. In the battle, I'm basically calling the third round a draw. And the reason why is I feel like Core's third round was so powerful. But basically, and he says it, I think twice in the round, he's not battling Saga here.
Right.
He's getting some stuff off his chest.
Right.
So I think it would be a disservice to Saga in the battle to say in the battle, Core won that round. However, coming away from the battle, Core's third is the round that I think everybody will talk about, because we all, whether it's directly or indirectly, we all know somebody who's dealt with COVID, either was able to fight it and beat it, or worst case scenario they wasn't.
Yeah.
We all have homies who were gone too soon. I feel like every single person in the battle rap community can relate to that third that Core spit. But I also feel like, from the battle perspective, I want to choose my words carefully here, because this was the same, in my opinion, when Real Deal battle, I want to say it was Chilla, the first time, or the second time for the chain. Okay. And he was dealing with the stuff with his father. And, I chose my words poorly that time, so I want to be careful this time and just say that the rounds were powerful and they're emotional, talking about Core.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a battle round. So that was my thing. So I want to call the third round just up in the air. I don't care who you gave it to, me personally. As far as battle rap, attacking your opponent, etc., you have to give it to Saga. However,
here's the thing I'm going to say about this battle. I feel like this battle does not necessarily need a winner.
That's what I was going to say.
It just does not need a winner. It was a great battle between two dope MCs who put their all into their rounds and gave us a great performance. So this battle doesn't necessarily need a winner or deserve a winner in a sense. It's just pretty much two guys from New York showing off the art form and how deep it can go. Yeah. So it was a beautiful experience to watch it. Definitely dope as fuck to take everything in. How did you feel about the battle just overall, looking at it overall?
I mean, from the end, again, just a super dope battle. I think everybody should watch it. Take a look at it. Again, let me see what it looks like on the app as far as, who won or anything like that, which, again, I think we've already said it, but on the app, it is, whoops, let me pause this real quick, hold up. Yeah, it's 17.74 for Core, 16.97 for Saga, but it doesn't.
Way around. It's
right here.
Oh.
The votes. Yeah, the votes. There we go. And these are the end of the battle votes, right? Yeah. So the end of the battle, I forgot you could pick a winner now at the end of the battle.
So it's 75 for the Saga and 146 for Cortez. Yeah. So, Cortez's third round played a lot into how people probably voted for this battle. But again, a winner isn't really necessary. It was just a super dope battle. Great to see them put in the work that they did and give us the bars that they gave us on such a high level. Yeah, so that being said, let us know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Who did you have winning? Did you have a winner? How did you feel about the battle? And what do you want to see next from either one of these guys, man? So make sure to tune in to us. We drop content pretty much every day. So like the video, share the video, sub to the channel, leave a comment below. NMR show. And Slim Rita here, you know the vibes.
And we inside.
Inside.
Peace out, y'all.